I find that times in my life where I have let it happen as opposed to force it, or even, I might um, actively act upon it, but do it in a way that feels more authentic and perhaps less responsible, not dangerous, but less responsible, has the better outcomes. And you and I were talking about this a little bit that you, given your upbringing, you didn't necessarily have a path, a plan. You went with the flow to some extent. Again, not insinuating there wasn't hard work, but you didn't say this is my 5 year, 10 year, 15 year. And I think too often today we get told that if we don't have a plan, somebody else will create the plan, and that somebody else will not necessarily have your best intentions in mind. And I don't know if I agree with that, but I don't hear the counter argument often. So if you could tell us your beliefs on, how do you let things happen, but also trust in a decent outcome?
Well, you can never know the outcome, and I think that's the thing. You kind of got to let that go a little bit, because anything can happen. Grief, heartbreak, sadness, health scares. If global pandemic comes along, screws everything up. Like life is a jagged path, and you never know what's around the corner. And many of the things in life you just can't control. And I think that's a lesson, as I said, from growing up poor, where you kind of just have to understand that from day one. That there's going to be a lot of stuff you're going to have to work against, and sometimes you're going to have headwinds that you just can't move forward in, and that's okay. You just got to be. You've got to learn to live in that discomfort a little bit, and that uncertainty, and know that things are going to get better, but at the same time be comfortable in that, not as comfortable as you can in that space of unknown. And that's not easy. And I've driven myself crazy, I think, throughout my younger years, trying to, you know, really work out where I'm going, what I'm doing, how it's going to work out. Is it going to be okay? Am I okay? These are all very
Mm-hmm.
perfectionistic ways of thinking. But it's really only been in recent years, by the way, which having the privilege of comfort, that's to say, being in a middle class world now, having a level of pay and wealth that allows me to think like that. I have to also add the caveat: this is a very privileged way of thinking, because that when you're not quite so privileged, it's really difficult to, oh well, let's let fly half, and what will be will be. I mean, that could be the difference between losing your tenancy
Yeah.
or you know what I mean, being out of a job. So yeah, I'm always it's always really difficult this for me when I reflect on these experiences, because by the grace of God, things could have turned out way differently for me,
Yep.
and they did for a lot of my friends who
Mm.
have ended up in more difficult circumstances. So it's that's the thing about life. There is hard work, of course, as you mentioned, but there's also a lot of luck. There's also a lot of happenstance. There's also a lot of being in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people. Uh, these are things that, again, you have to remain philosophical about them, because sometimes you just got lucky, and that's
Yeah.
also a way that you can feel gratitude too, and that you're here, and it's everything is happens. I'm a scientist. I don't believe in fate, but sometimes life shakes out in ways you didn't expect, and that's
Yeah.
nothing personal. That's just the way. That's just the way the wind blew, and so also I think that helps. Me as well psychologically understand that I'm really privileged to be where I am, and there's some gratitude there for that too.
Yeah, and this conversation hits home because this idea of control, and I think over control can be, uh, to some, can be anxiety or things like that. But and we've talked about life is technically outside of our control, but there are things you can do, and that finding that line is really difficult, right?